fucking Watson. There it is, baby.
I don't know your opinion. That's why I'm asking.
No. Come on.
What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Sharps Sports Network. The boys are back on another Saturday morning to give you all that you need when it comes to playoff hockey, when it comes to playoff basketball, when it comes to baseball, and anything else that happened in the world of sports, we will touch on and recap. It's Saturday morning, which means we got 3 out of the 4 boys, but Luke might join us at some point. He likes to wake up a little later.
That's okay. Y'all still need to run me my $10 I owe for Mystic Dan, but we'll get to that at some point.
Is it 10 or is it 10 or 15? Was Luke not here?
It's 10. Well, was Luke here?
I don't remember.
No, Luke was not here. No.
Okay.
No. Just 10.
All right, so it's only 10.
I'll take it though. All right. Where are we starting, Dylan? We starting with MLB or we starting with some playoffs?
Fuck it. Let's start with MLB let's start with playoffs. I need to wake myself up, and this will.
Yeah, let's start with some NHL playoffs then. All right, that'll wake everybody up.
Yeah.
First thing I want to talk about, that fucking Florida Panthers game last night. Did anybody else watch that game last night?
Yes, I did. I've watched
it was what? I think it was 4 minutes left in the second period, and the shots were like 26-8 in favor of the Panthers. Score was only 3-0 at that time, but
they finished.
My God, Boston was getting dogged last night.
They finished the second with 8 shots total.
That's what I thought. Like I saw it with 4 minutes left, and then I had to take Tuck outside real quick.
Boston booed him off the fucking ice when the second period was over, and I was like, "Why are they getting booed? Is it because it's 3-0, 4-0? No, it's because
they haven't done shit all game.
Because they only have 8 shots, and it's the end of the second period, and they're averaging 4 shots a period, and people are getting pissed. Not only were the people and the fans pissed, but clearly people on the ice were just as angry because, my God, they took all that anger out in the third period, not scoring, but fighting.
Yeah, and let it also be known that if they weren't satisfied in the first, being down 1-0, and they weren't satisfied in the second, being down 2-0, they also lost the third period 3-2. Didn't win a single period on the box score. Just an overall terrible performance from Boston. That's all I have to say. Just bad.
Yeah, they had 16.
They shouldn't be fighting as much. Honestly, Boston is giving into the way that Florida wants this series to be played. And if this continues for the rest of this series, I don't know if Boston wins another game. This is exactly the way Florida wants to play. This is how Tkachuk wants to play. This is what they want you to do if you're Boston, because Boston has, honestly, in my opinion, Boston has more skill players. So if you take away the skill, you piss off the skill guys because you're just fucking running them into the wall. They can't do that. They can't do all the skill things that they're good at. Therefore, I think Boston's screwed right now.
Yeah, it's not looking pretty for the boys in Boston. I think Florida took those losses personally through the season. Then they were like, these guys beat us 5 times in a row. Nah. Smoked them. Yeah, I might have taken Bruins, but
it's okay to tell us exactly what you see in front of you, Jesse. It's okay. I had the Islanders. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just recognize you made a mistake. I made a mistake. Dylan, let's talk about the other team that's kind of in a hole right now. Let's talk about the Canes. Down 3-0.
They're not winning.
And very good games, though.
Beautiful.
Very good games. Absolutely, probably the best series. Shocked that it's actually 3-0, but the Rangers just keep coming out on top. Do you think that the Canes have what it takes to push this to 7, Dylan?
Let's not. No, we all know. No one here thinks the game's going 7.
No.
No, stop. We all.
You're the only one that could have. I have to ask you.
We all had the Rangers in 6 or maybe 5. Now it looks like it could be 4. So
it looks like it's 4, maybe 5 at best.
Yeah, I mean, I want to come. You expect me to come out here and be the optimistic one, and it's gonna go to 7, but let's not play that game. The Rangers are fucking just better in every aspect, defensively, offensively, goaltending wise. So It's tough, but yeah, Rangers are going to pull this one because they're the better hockey team, and they should.
I thought the Canes will be playing like they've been playing great puck. It's just like when it gets down to that wire, the Rangers have just been stepping up and making the exact plays that are necessary. And yeah, I thought this would go strong 6, not like a depressed 6. Because if it goes 6 still, it's just like the Canes are clawing back. Like it's never gonna look like they could do the series a service. They win 3 games in a row.
Yeah. That goalie in fucking New York, Igor, motherfucker's 8-0 in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, that's going on.
.935 save percentage. Yeah,
they haven't lost a fucking game.
He is cooking. So it doesn't. Yeah, all eyes point to the Rangers getting it done, and I think that's a very high chance of that happening tonight.
And I love that. I need it.
All right, West Coast Canadian series. Not exactly West Coast, but
see, you said that
time is for all the games.
See, you said that you thought the best series so far was the Rangers and Carolina. I think this has been my favorite series so far. I think this is actually.
Hey, Dylan, from the get-go, I said that I would not be watching these games because they're so fucking late. And so I can't say it's the best series because I haven't watched a fucking game.
Yes, but okay. I've watched them.
So tell me.
They've been really
Tell
good.
me about it.
The first game, Vancouver-Edmonton, it was very back and forth. It was 2-0 Oilers, and then it was 4-2, and then it was 2-2, and then it was 4-2, and then it was 4-4, and then it was 5-4. So it was a very, very good game. It was actually 4-2 going into the third, and then Vancouver scored 3 goals to win 5-4. Great game. And then you go into the game that was Friday night. You have Vancouver, Edmonton, once again, back and forth. Only this time, it's Vancouver going into the third period, up a goal, 3-2. And then the Oilers score 1 in the third, go to overtime. Oilers win 4-3. So both games, very competitive. Both games, 1-goal games. So
both games, like I said, over. So they're 2 for 2 on the over. This is the over series, ladies and gentlemen. Bet the over in this series or you're making a mistake. God bless you, Jesse.
Yeah, no. This is a game I was gonna bet on. I liked it, but I didn't.
I even told you
I was gonna take Vancouver, so it's okay.
Okay.
The overs are easy for this series because Vancouver has a good goaltender, but at the same time,
these two teams play the same style of hockey.
Yeah, like they're both too busy trying to have so much offense that like. It's okay if they let in a couple goals. Which means to me, we got a great series on our hands.
And we keep banging overs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree. I think this series has the potential to be the best that goes 7 right now. I know that we said Florida, Boston, this and that, but this one I think actually has the highest potential off of what we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
So I like that. But moving over to the Colorado Dallas series.
1-1.
We have I was gonna say
Even it up.
Very similar spot in the other series. Game 3 happens tonight, and we have the first game was essentially Colorado and Dallas battling back and forth, and Colorado pulling it out in overtime, and they were down 3-0 at the end of the first period, and they won 4-3. So tough cookies for Dallas. And then game 2,
Dallas almost choked it. That's what happened.
Same situation, only Dallas just held on to the lead and got the empty netter.
Dallas was up 4-0 heading into the third period, and then the Avalanche scored 3 goals. I was like, okay, this is not going well.
It's happening again.
Can we score again, please? We got one more. Ended up winning 5-3, so we'll take it. But fuck you, Jake. We're coming. I'm telling you, coming for that cup. Rangers Stars.
Yep. And then if that happens, boy, oh boy, me and Tyler are going to be at odds.
Oh yeah.
I want my bracket.
I'm gonna be putting my otter mask on and everything. You're not ready for that.
don't want to see that.
Oh no.
No
You're not ready.
disrespect, but I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see Rangers stars?
No, I don't want to see the 2-1 seeds. I need an
You
underdog.
want to see the two best teams competing for the
I wanna-
championship?
But
I need an underdog.
That's what I want to see.
Dylan, you got to remember,
Underdog here.
this is hockey. The number 1 seed President's Trophy is the underdog.
Yeah, they're not supposed to make it to the end.
They're the underdog. So what do you really want?
I want Florida or Edmonton to slip in because I'll root for Florida or Edmonton. I think I
No.
made that clear.
If I have to watch Florida beat the goddamn Rangers, gonna be sad. Gonna be sad.
You're not gonna have to because Rempe will just beat the fuck out of Tkachuk game 1 so that he can't play in the rest of the series.
Yeah, but the problem is you got to move on to the rest of the roster. If Rempe's gonna have his own duty of hey,
He's gonna have a hit
about
list.
7 to 9 people on Florida that you need to fight. And he's gonna fight them all before the series is over.
Fuck yeah. I ain't worried. I wouldn't be worried about that at all. Rangers are
No,
getting
you
there.
don't have to be worried about that. You just have to be worried about the fact that
Rangers
well,
also can't play Florida in the championship. They have to play in the Eastern Conference final. So
I know, but then Florida plays Dallas, and then I would root for Florida.
it's fucked up.
Damn.
What has Dallas ever done for me?
You want Florida?
What has Florida ever done for you either? What the fuck is your point?
Neither of them.
Neither one of them have ever done anything for you. Florida beats the
Yeah,
fuck out of the Red Wings.
Yeah, but Florida has my favorite player in the NHL that I can't remember his name right now. But
Then he's not really your favorite player, is he?
I think it's Cam Johnson. I think that's
Those are
Oh,
two of the most common NHL, like not just
Hold
NHL,
on.
just last names in general.
Ain't no way your favorite player in all of the NHL with all these great players, all these wonderful name picks you can go. You go with a fucking shooting guard from goddamn Suns.
Cam Johnson's also a goalie.
I know.
Tyler knows who I'm thinking of because I say it all the time. He just won't help me out and tell me his name for some reason. You know?
Because
How is he your favorite
he's
player?
not really your favorite player. He's the
Well-
dirtiest player in the league, and you can't remember his name.
Yeah, but that's my favorite player. Thanks for the help, Ty. You're a good co-host.
You're welcome. I just like seeing you struggle when you're like, this
you're-
guy's my favorite
you're a
player.
great
Well, he's
co-host.
really your favorite player. You don't even know what his fucking name is.
Are you gonna tell me
Is
his
it-
name?
No,
No.
I don't.
Well, wait,
Dylan.
maybe it'll
Alright,
pop
well,
up
then
later
that's
in the
the NHL
podcast. Maybe it'll be
playoffs.
like, oh my God, that's his name.
Then that's the NHL playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, you guys take over for a minute. I gotta look up the Florida Panthers roster because no one will help me.
So, NBA playoffs. They have started to heat up. They are not looking as dead.
Blowouty as
As
they
they-
were in the first
It was
round.
ridiculous. Teams were playing lack of effort. We're going to swing it back to the goddamn Cavs taking a game from Boston in Boston. Donovan Mitchell said, all right, boys, everybody else is going to shoot a bit more. Let's not do what we did in game 7 of the Magic series. You guys shot bad, but we still made it out.
Nick Cousins. Nick Cousins. That's his name. Nick Cousins. Fuck you, Tyler.
That's Dylan's favorite player, Nick
Nick
Cousins, a.k.a. Cam Johnson.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, also known as Cam Johnson, the goaltender.
We get
Make me
20
go out of my fucking way to go fucking do that. Hey, you see,
Hey, you know what? You know what, Dylan? Maybe fucking write it down so you
It's
can
two
remember who your
syllables.
favorite player
Cam-
is, you fucking idiot.
3 syllables. Cam Johnson. You couldn't have said that?
Nick Cousins.
3 fucking
Nick
syllables.
Cousins.
John.
Those aren't even a little bit the same.
God damn it. Cousins, Johnson. There's still fucking 3 syllables.
Cousin, Johnson, Linden, Upton.
Also 3 syllables. Also 3
Buffkin.
syllables.
They're all
Also
just
3 syllables.
they're all different names though.
They're
That
all
none of
still
them
3
sound the
syllables.
same. Dylan.
That's only 2. You lose.
I said cousins. Buffkin,
Tom
Dylan, they're all
Zolsky,
the same. They're all
Benner
two.
Dash.
Jesse's getting it. Jesse's getting it. That's 3.
He said Zibanejad. That's 4.
He said Domzalski. Keep up with the program.
Dylan,
That's all.
his last name is only 2 fucking syllables, not 3. His full name is 3. You head ass.
3. Yes. Domzalski.
You stepped on my draft card.
3. You're the one that didn't understand that. So I'm glad that you're now part of the team.
No. Keep trying to throw me in the mud. Keep trying.
No.
You
Maybe
won't
next time.
ever let anyone throw you in the mud. That's the
Exactly.
problem.
Who the fuck would let someone throw him in the mud?
I mean,
Who the
Jesse,
fuck would do
a
that?
A million times in this podcast, we just, okay, and then we move on. You can't move on. You have to, no, clear my name, you're wrong, then we'll move on.
You're damn right. Name's been clear for years.
Exactly, you stubborn mofo.
NBA playoffs.
Welcome to the show.
Now, Evan Mobley gave you 21 and 10. Karis LeVert gave you 21. Donovan Mitchell only had 29. But he was the most. And they steal a game from Boston. And why is that?
How'd they do that? You told me they were going to get swept.
I know, right?
You said they didn't have a chance in hell, was your exact words in the podcast.
And
You
I'm
said
pretty
they
sure.
don't have a chance in hell.
And I'm pretty, you know what? Since you want to keep opening your mouth, I'm pretty sure I can go back to the film. And there was this is looking really ugly. This might only be 5 games from Dylan.
Yeah. And that,
So
and
why
you,
are
and,
you
and you got
coming
5.
at me? Because I wouldn't give them their 1 game.
Because you wouldn't give him a chance. You would give him a shot.
No, you want to know what? You want to know what it's up to them?
You said they had one man. You said they had one man, and I agree with you. That was in a lose-lose position where he could either take every shot or pass the ball and lose, and they won. They won by 25.
Yep. Because the players who have been playing trash on the Cavs and have been acting like they have been nobody all season said, you know what? Maybe I can get some buckets. Maybe I can out-rebound the Celtics. Maybe Al Horford is as big of a bitch as I think he is, and I'm not going to let him give me buckets at the age of 49 years old, turning 50. Jeez, why is he still on a finals contending team? Why is our center still Al Horford? There has to be a better option out there. Like, okay, I understand. He does what he does.
You could put in Luke Cornett.
But I would, like, if they lose, it's going to be because of him. It's going to be because of him.
Yeah, that's a great great option there, right?
No, I agree with Jesse. It's and there's
We
only one
do.
reason why he's playing, and I don't know if you remember Jesse, but they have somebody who may or may not be a unicorn that got hurt in the first series, who is their starting center, who isn't playing, Porzingis.
Thought those two played together.
Yes, that's why he's in, is because Porzingis got hurt in the first series, so he is the backup center. Al Horford had to come in, and they were either going to pick between Al Horford and Xavier Tillman. I think they should have picked Xavier Tillman.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I think. But they chose to go with Al. I gave you shit before, mostly just because I was fucking with you. I think this is the Cleveland was able to steal the game situation. I really do. I think this is probably still leaning more towards a Boston in 5 situation. But if they go to Cleveland, I think this is going to be a lot closer games than they were in
You
Boston.
don't know how happy I'd be to see Cleveland up 3-1 going back to this fucking.
I think a lot of people that aren't Boston fans are rooting against Boston.
And then, man, I just want to see something fresh. It'd be disgusting to see the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the New York Knicks or the Indiana Pacers. Either of those teams is disgusting.
That's why you need whoever wins Dallas or OKC to go to the ship.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean no? You want to see the Pacers or the Knicks over them?
No, I don't have a choice on that. They're on 2 different sides. But, in my opinion, I still got Timberwolves busting that ass, so I'm good.
That's also true. I completely forgot about the Timberwolves on the West. Yeah, the Timberwolves will be in the West. Would you be interested in Boston versus Minnesota? Would that interest you in the finals?
Yes,
Okay.
because I get to see Jason Tatum disappear. I get to see Bradley Beal disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kevin Durant disappear. I get to see Kawhi Leonard disappear. I get to see Kevin Durant disappear. I get to see Jason Tatum disappear. I get to see Bradley Beal disappear. I get to see Kawhi Leonard disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kevin Durant disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kawhi Leonard disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kevin Durant disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kawhi Leonard disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kevin Durant disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kawhi Leonard disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappear. I get to see Kevin Durant disappear. I get to see Jalen Brown disappe Jaylen Brown be forced left all game,
All game.
and I get to see Al Horford be truly bullied if Porzingis is not back yet. And if Porzingis is back, he will also be bullied. Because that unicorn cannot mess with the donkey that has had a new child.
Yeah, the Twin Towers are going to fuck him up.
But speaking of Dallas, thank you, Dallas.
What do they do?
They played a good enough game to get a goddamn win and make this series what I thought it could be because
I wasn't worried.
Had me feeling depressed. See, you weren't worried because you're with Dallas.
Yeah, I wasn't worried.
I'm with OKC, but I'm not here for a boring series.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't worried about. I'm not talking about Dallas winning. I wasn't worried about a boring series. I was not worried about that because of two things. One, I think that I don't know why every time I see Oklahoma City playoff basketball, it just feels better than every other city. I don't know why. It goes back to Russell and that KD. They just do playoff basketball fucking right in that city with OKC, man. That place gets fucking electric. And when I saw a comment, I don't know if it was a commentator saying something or a Twitter post. I'm not just going to bullshit you and act like I remember where I heard it from. But I heard somebody say something along the lines of, in this atmosphere, it's nearly impossible to see a blowout game in the playoffs. And if you go and do the research, it's true. There's only been 2 games in the past 10 years that have been a 10-point game or more in an Oklahoma City playoff home game. And I don't mean 10 years like in the last 10 years from now to 2014. I mean the last 10 years of them in the playoffs. You're muted.
So also the Seattle Supersonics?
Yes. So, like, this has been a thing, and like you should be expecting close games at home. And because OKC controls the narrative of the series at home, I think, that was a stat that once I saw, I was like, oh, shit. I should be feeling a little more confident about this. And now that it's 1-1, I think they're each going to go take a game in Dallas.
I can see that. The reason I can see that is
Tyler,
every game.
the series is 1-1. Just wanted to let you know. It says OKC leads to 1.
Every game, I'm going to point out players that do more than I thought they would.
Okay. So who is getting the shine of the light from Jesse Carter?
Some people may think that I'm going to give it to PJ Washington, who shot 7-11 from 3. You didn't know you could do that, buddy. I thought you were more of like a 4-for-9 kind of guy, but not a 7-for-11. It's buckets. But I'm going to give it to Gafford, the center, because he went 4-for-6. I'm all about excellence, Less shots, more buckets. He only had 13, but without his 13, that's a 6-point game. I don't know what's happening. So, giving it to the big boy down in the paint.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to PJ because Kyrie wanted to take a nap, so somebody had to fucking.
Hey. 11 assists from him is legendary. All right?
I understand. I understand 11 assists is legendary, especially it's legendary when you shot 2 for 8 and you still just dropped 11 assists because you're Kyrie.
Think about it. Kyrie taking a step back and saying, "My shot's off. Let me pass more." When's the last time you saw it?
That's also a great point. I'll give you that. And the fact that he only took 2 3-pointers and they were both in the first half means he knew. Okay, I'm not the guy making shots in the second half.
I'm not feeling it today.
Luka, he's gonna fucking make pretty much everything. And actually, Luka went cold in the fourth quarter, which relied on Gafford and PJ Washington. So that's wild. But Shy Guy did his thing. He dropped 33 points, double, and I think this series will be a good series. I think that your doubts where they should be there, because I get it, they can start to fade a little bit.
My doubts are because
of just it being like a blowout series or a bad series.
This is my issue. Why is every game an under, but most of these teams are not great at defense? Like, when I say great, it's like, nobody.
OKC, probably has the edge on defense-wise.
But I feel like they got the youth. That's really what keeps them in games because they are like high octane, high energy for the most part.
Yeah.
Some
And
teams
then-
play to their own rhythm, play slow. OKC punches in your face, and as long as they're not turning the ball over, they're usually pretty good. But yeah, they had like 10 of those last night.
Yeah, what do you call it? I think that this is the first type of adversity that the Thunder has faced. And am I crazy for saying this season?
Yeah, I mean they were the first seed and they started the playoffs 5-0.
Yeah, this is the first adversity that you guys have hit this season. Also, because we need to talk about it, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you report from, but you know who you are in Oklahoma City. And that press conference was foul. There's no way in hell Luka Doncic should be in a press conference in Oklahoma City after the game, and he has to stop the middle of his answer because somebody in the back didn't close their fucking tabs, and there's a woman moaning during the press conference. There was 3 to 4 different sexual pleasing noises coming from the press conference. Luka stopped. Luka took a minute. Luka was like, "What the fuck was that?" Everybody started laughing. The sounds went away, and Luka was like, "I hope we weren't live." And
This
they
is
were
how it
live.
went. This is how it went. Luka's talking.
Wait.
That's it.
Luka heard it. His eyes went all big and bugged, and he's like, "Hope that's not live."
Yeah, some reported and closed his tabs up all the way, or there was a bathroom very close by.
No, definitely a tab. It's definitely what he does to get his best questions out.
Yeah, we got to be better, though. We got to be better, people. You want to know why Patrick Beverly doesn't want you guys to be asking him fucking questions because he's not subscribed to his podcast? That's why. Because you guys are doing fucking weird shit like that. You guys are fucking... God, and speaking of press conference, speaking of press conference, did you see Caitlin Clark's press conference?
No.
So Caitlin Clark, when she got first, like, to the Fever or whatever, the first question that, like, the guy asked her, it was like some old 40-year-old guy. He was like, "Hey, are you excited to like be here in the city?" Like a regular question type. And she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, well, you know, you're going to be seeing a whole lot of me. And if you want to be seeing a whole lot of me, make sure you follow me and make sure you're friends with me because I'll make sure things go really good for you." Everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Live for like many people.
Like what the fuck? It's kind of weird. Yeah. Yesterday it was just confirmed he got fired. So his job is now gone from the reporting business. And yeah, his little creepy question that he asked to Caitlin to start the whole thing off, he's now been fired. So a little bit people, just ask the right fucking questions. You're media. Don't be stupid. Come on.
Hey, bro, I could be in the media. It doesn't sound like they're giving any of you guys checked.
What are your credentials?
What are your guys' credentials? Huh? Because I bet you come from the same clique as that motherfucker who asked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach if he could prepare for the weather in Detroit. I bet you're the same guy.
Come on, guys. We got to be better with our questions. Just a little more thought. Final series that we have in the NBA playoffs is the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. We talked about the Knicks with a 2-0 lead last time on this podcast, but since then, the Pacers were able to take a game back, and Halliburton did what Halliburton needed to do. He dropped 35 points. Spicy P dropped 26. Miles Turner dropped 21 with a double-double, and that three right there was able to get it done.
Listen, that three, we got to talk about that three. This motherfucker is 1 for 7 in the game. He is 0 for 3 from the three. Halliburton's trying to cook. They send the double team on his way, and he's like, "My guy, you have nobody. I got to give you the ball." 4 seconds left. What does this man do? Cross, tween, backstep, cash. Nothing but net. Don't care. Didn't care about the rest of the game. None of those shots mattered. That is a bucket hitter. And I can always appreciate shooting out of a slump at important times.
I got a question for you, Jesse. Which big three do you think is better? Tyrese Halliburton, Spicy P, Miles Turner. And if you want to sub out Miles Turner for TJ McConnell, I won't argue with you on that. I'll let you pick either one. Or Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and who's their fucking third in Villanova? DiVincenzo. He dropped 35 points last game. Yeah.
On 7 for 10. 3.
Yeah. Which big three do you think is more dangerous?
Listen. I will be damned. Okay, no, that's not fair. Because I really respect the two giants in Minnesota. But something about this Indiana team being built like Halliburton, weirdly tall point guard.
He is.
He's like in there with the Magic Johnson range. Like he's just a weird heighted point
I
guard.
think he's 6'3".
Pascal, yeah,
6'4".
I think he's taller than that. I think he's like 6'5".
How tall is Tyrese Halliburton? He's 6'5". You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got fucking Pascal. When he was in Toronto, I didn't fucking like him. I don't like him in Indiana. Pascal Siakam, watching him play makes my stomach hurt. I don't understand him. He's like a weak-ass Giannis. I don't like him. D1 hater. Don't care. Screw Spicy P. So I'm going Knicks. Spicy P can't play 48 minutes. Spicy P hasn't only missed 18 minutes since game 1 of the first series. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? 18 minutes, that's all you haven't played in 6 games? I mean, no, they went to a game 6, or did they sweep?
They went to 6.
Yeah. So that man has played 8 games and only missed 18 minutes. That's a hustler. I understand one team has Jalen Brunson. Do not ask me to further comment on.
I actually wasn't gonna. I left it alone because the fact that you gave him his props already, I was like, this is more than you're gonna give him. You already gave him more props than I was expecting, so I don't want you to backtrack and then take him away.
But this series is also 1-1.
I think Tyler's just jumping the gun on who. No, I think Tyler's giving his predictions because the last one said OKC will lead 2-1.
No, he's right. He's right. This is 3 games. I'll shut up. I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're also
It
wrong.
Yeah, I fucking nailed this one, asshole.
I thought you were saying Pacers up 2-1. I'm like, that can't be possible.
That's not what that
What's the
says.
2 games?
All right, last series, best series, Minnesota, Denver. Denver was able to take a game last night. Not only were they able to take it, they were able to run away with it. They were up 27 points going into the fourth quarter, and then they won the game by 20-plus points. Really quickly before I hand it over to Jesse, Jokic did Jokic things, double-double, 24 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 away from another triple-double. And then nobody else really did anything too impressive other than MPJ and Jamal, just because 11 for 21, 6 for 10. They shot really well. And it was more of Minnesota just going not extinct. Cat, 14 points. McDaniels, 10 points. Ant, 19 points. Conley, 10 points. I mean, no one really was anything special out there.
All right. I'm about to make a crazy take.
Oh, no. Go full screen. I don't know if I want to be a part of this.
I don't think you do.
I will not. Tyler, you full screen this man.
Call me a fool. But I'm not going to start the game with Rudy Gobert in the game. And what I mean by that is he played gassed the other day, yesterday. You don't take a game off 3 days and come back playing gassed. Not allowed. You're now a 6 man. Because I have
a baby.
Shut the hell up. You said you didn't know if you wanted to be a part of this. You don't get to decide it at that time when I'm talking. Now, Who would I start over him? Because that's crazy. Naz Reid. Why would I start Naz Reid? Because Gobert, he's tired. I don't know what it is. Maybe the baby's keeping him up all night.
Because you like that fucking towel.
And he's actually staying up with his kid, even though he's got NBA fucking, finals to go for. He's still being a good dad. That's what I think's making him tired. So give him a little break. Throw Naz Reid in there, who wants to play, has the heart, fighting for a contract that he knows he's got to get in a year or two. Give it to that guy. Give him some more PT. I like how he's playing. He may not get you points, but he will give you defense. And that's
So for $30 right now, I can, and I'll let you, make the call.
Where are you going with this?
I can get you a Naz Reid towel if that's what you're trying to ask for, Jesse. We can make this happen. I understand.
I want to go to goddamn Minnesota to the tattoo artist who's paying people $20 to get Naz Reid tattooed on. That's what I want.
Do you want this tattoo on your arm, Tyler?
No.
Would you like this towel tattoo?
I just wait. He has his own towels.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about this.
I mean, you could just get the towel just tattooed on your entire
This
back.
has been like sorry.
Most people don't have their own towels. Sorry.
No, yeah. I want. No, I'm excited. I want to get you hip on this. So in the beginning, in the middle of the year, Naz Reid came out with his own towel thing, and it was a thing that it was his own towel, and because it was who the fuck goes and makes their own towel? Everybody bought one in Minnesota. They kept selling out. So then Naz made it a charity thing. Okay, you buy, I'll take the profits, and I'll give them to charity. So more towels. So then there was a night in Minnesota where everybody had Naz Reid towels. It was a thing in sports media where at the Super Bowl, somebody brought a Naz Reid towel. At WrestleMania, somebody brought a Naz Reid towel. At big events, it's like a Where's Waldo? Who brought the Naz Reid towel and where is it in the crowd? The NFL draft in Detroit, someone brought a Naz Reid towel.
You let me go 82 plus games and didn't tell me this?
I thought you knew. I genuinely thought you knew. That's why I.
You know how many podcasts we do a week and you've never put this in?
Yes, I genuinely I'm sorry. But Naz Reid, yes.
That actually is crazy. Good point by Jesse. We do so many podcasts and we've never brought this up.
Yes, Naz Reid has this. There's not a lot of times where I'm thinking about towels, so it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to really,
leave my opinion to myself.
That could have meant so
Basketball
many different
series
things.
have
That could have meant
been
so many different things. You don't understand. They could have meant so many.
Great.
Don't just narrow that down to one lane.
Oh no!
That could be so many different lanes.
This is a two-way, one-way street. You just got to dodge the other.
So Jesse, anyways, long story short, what I'm trying to say is, do you just want a Naz Reid towel? Was that what that was? Was that you just trying to get me to buy you a Naz Reid towel?
Listen, I'm not gonna tell you I don't want it, but what I am gonna tell you is I could be the Naz Reid towel at Lions game. I'm just saying, I can be the Naz Reid towel at Michigan events. I can do that for us. But
you think when Rudy had his baby, you wrapped her up in the Naz Reid towel?
We would have. He would have said. He would have said on. We would have video. This is the same guy who touched all the microphones last.
Yeah, Mr. Fucking.
Would have known. Wrapped him in the Naz Reid towel.
Yeah, this motherfucker right here. Anything that's fucking in sight.
You think Rudy Gobert's baby was born to fit in that towel? I don't believe so. I don't.
No,
so.
Probably not, bro.
No.
They had to get Naz Reid towel made into a beach towel so he could wrap the baby.
Seriously, that's insane.
No,
But I'm in favor of Naz on the court over Rudy just because of the towel. So I'm not gonna
Just
disagree
because of the towel. Oh, for sure. At least you're making logical picks like Luke would. All right, let's move on.
Fuck you.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharp securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
All right, kicking it off in the world of baseball, we have something that has turned into what once was a very uncomfortable, sad situation, the biggest joke in baseball, and it has now reached peak popularity of the joke. So you guys are going to enjoy this. So Nicholas Castellanos has a thing going on right now where he loves to hit home runs at really bad times. If anything bad is going on, if there is a tragedy, if there is something where, oh no, life is bad, Castellanos hits a home run. He has done it 4 times on 4 separate occasions. So here's the storyline, Tyler, Jesse. Nicholas Castellanos has a brother. His brother's name is Ryan Castellanos. Ryan Castellanos put out a tweet at 3 o'clock before the Castellanos Phillies game was at 7 o'clock. So 4 hours before the game. He put out a tweet saying, our family boxer had to be put down this morning. And I know that everything is tough for Nick, and we just want to give our support to him. And please give our thoughts with us at this hard time. We love you, Tiger. Right?
Before you even move on, there's no way in my mind he didn't hit 2 or 3 bombs last night.
Alluded to the fact that Nicholas Castellanos' dog passed away, you know. Here's the fucked part. Before the game starts, BetMGM and FanDuel decided that they were going to take their odds for Nicholas Castellanos and boost the fuck out of them. Just out of nowhere, hasn't been boosted all year until today.
Nah, bro, somebody knew.
2 days ago. His odds were he was now the favorite to hit a home run for the Phillies, moved to now being a favorite to hit a home run in the game. He had the highest odds to hit a home run out of anybody in the game. Second pitch of Nicholas Castellanos at bat. He took it 445 feet, right yard, and then immediately Ryan Castellanos sent out a tweet going, of course, Nick honored our dog the only way he knows how, with a heart emoji.
The only way he knows how to honor anything and anything bad that ever happens is a home run by Nick Castellanos.
It's to the point where we knew it was going to happen. The betting books were like, it's going to fucking happen. This is what he does. And then he did it on the second pitch. It's
Nick.
It's insane. This man Castellanos has his own curse, but it is like he's embracing it. And it's such a weird catch-22 because it's
you can call it a curse. I call it a power boat.
When anything bad happens, it gives him power. It's like
it's like this one YouTuber I watch. Every time he has Nick Castellanos to the back, he goes, "Oh my God, 3 puppies just died in a burning building. How does that make you feel, Nick?" And he hits the finger, and he's like, "I thought so."
Oh, Nick. I want to say never change, but I feel like this is something that should change. Because then you're going to have to keep dealing with all these fucking tragedies. Next piece of news that we have is an MLB superstar took my advice. There you go. That's how you should fucking headline this. So we talked about Mike Trout. We talked about the fact that he had the opportunity to have surgery and he chose not to originally. And then we said, you know what? Maybe you should. Maybe the Angels are going to be really bad again. Maybe you being there isn't going to mean anything. Maybe you should just not come back. And I don't know who gave him the link to the podcast, but Trout listened because the man decided that he was going to reconsider his surgery. And then there was a 24-hour period where no one knew what Trout wanted to do. And then Trout came out and said, actually, I am going to do the fucking surgery. I know I said I was going to postpone the surgery and I was just going to be the DH for the season, but why just be the DH for the season when we're not going to win shit? So I'm not going to hit. I'm not going to field. I'm going to go get the surgery and I'll see you next year. So thank you. for taking my advice. Thank you for taking our advice. And Mike Trout will now most likely be out for the year. Jesse?
Good choices, Trevor.
Tyler's computer crashed, so we can't flip the camera. But if the people can hear, you are clapping.
Smart option from the boy.
Yes. I think that this is the right call. Oh, God. Sorry, Trout. You're just never going to fucking get out of it, even though you should, get out of it. If you know, you know. Final thing that we have to talk about. Sorry, I lost it, and then I just got it back. All right, there we go. So when it comes to the Detroit Tigers, and when it comes to the City Connects, a lot of people were talking about, are they good, are they bad? And I wanted to bring these back up until they played a night game. They played a game last night. It happened at night. Boy, did the people fucking make up their minds on how they feel. They hate him. People of the world hate him. Baseball fans hate him. Fashion people hate him. Detroit fans hate him. Casuals hate him. I have found people that have gone as far to say that as a baseball uniform, they suck. But if you go down and you look at them from a wider perspective in like soccer uniforms, then they still suck. Nobody likes them. I even had my dad, who went to the game yesterday, text me and say, I hate the jerseys. So, Jesse, you originally brought up the question of going to the game on May 11th and getting City Connect jerseys. That would be today. Are we going? Are we getting the Connects? Or no, because we don't like them.
I'll be there.
You're going.
I'll be there.
Okay, so you still...
It's not the worst weather. Some good baseball weather. It might be cloudy, but in my eyes, that only helps.
Okay, so you're still with the Connects.
I would like to see them in person myself.
Okay, I think that's a very fair point.
Plus, to me, even if the jerseys are as bad on the team as people have said, because I didn't have a chance to watch the game at all anyways, they're a black baseball jersey.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. In my eyes, like I said, yes, they could have been better. But I don't think they're ass. I've seen some ass jerseys.
I think they could have done worse.
I just think they're mid. Like, they're just another jersey. That's what they are.
I just think, in my opinion, that I'm happy that it isn't just a jersey with random colors and random schemes and random, like, a lot of, like we talked about, like Boston doing the yellow jerseys and like the Philly. Like, it's not just random colors that look cool. And if you live in the city and you know the meaning behind this and the meaning behind this, then that's why they chose that color. No, it's pretty simple. It's black, it's blue, it says Motor City on it.
What pisses me off is I can go into Meijer and get a phenomenal looking jersey that is better than our City Connects. That is what bothers me. Why have the Tigers not said, timeout, guys? Remember how we had, like, aspirations of a cream jersey? I think we should do that. Like, a cream, orange, and blue. I respect black. I love black. But you forgot orange, and that's my problem.
I think an orange creamsicle would go crazy.
Like, orange needs to be in the Tigers. You're the fucking Tigers. Like, you don't get to be like the Nationals who can throw fucking cherry blossoms in there. Like, they have a reason for that. You guys did black and blue when you've been getting beat up. I don't like that.
Yeah, these are just some of the top comments regarding the Tiger City Connect jerseys on the MLB official Instagram when they posted the game last night. CC Sabathia posted a trash emoji. That would be the most liked one. Then we have one of the worst jerseys in MLB history. Looks like they're from Temu. Jerseys are fine. Hat is awful. This is proper shite. So, people aren't really. This is atrocious. God, do I hate these. These ain't it. They look good on the field. Wait, never mind. I forgot I'm blind. Okay, we're done. So,
In your spare time, I'm going to need you to find a thread that starts off good and see how it goes after that.
I said I forgot I'm blind. We're fucking done. That's MLB. Okay, so we got baseball, basketball, hockey out of the way. Tyler, is there anything before we wrap up today?
Wait.
All we can do is tell you who we think might win here. That's all we would have left. I feel like.
Nope. Oh,
Yeah.
Donovan Edwards is on the cover of NCAA 25 Deluxe Edition for all you Michigan fans out there.
I hate the cover.
Okay, also, gotta throw some shade on my boy Jake. Hanging out with Jake yesterday. He finds out that Donovan Edwards is on the cover and then sees who else is on the cover and goes, "Who the fuck is Ewers?" I said, "What?" He goes, "Who the fuck is this Ewers guy in the orange?" I'm like, "You don't know who that is?"
Jake don't watch football, does he?
I throw the shade on Jake for being such a Michigan football fan that he doesn't know who Ewers is. Well, Jake, I have some news for you. You're going to find out who Ewers is week 2 of next season when Michigan plays him, and he goes crazy. So you'll find out real quick.
Also, I do want to point out that this is not the cover of the game. This is just a deluxe edition.
Yeah, it's one of the covers. There really is there's no such thing as an actual cover anymore because everyone buys a digital edition anyways, that there's literally 3 different covers for every game.
No, I think people were like, "Oh my god, so what are they gonna do? Like, if you think they're gonna do one singular cover star for this athlete, you're fucking crazy."
Also, I did laugh at
That's
this
not
when
that crazy.
people were like, "Oh, Donovan Edwards is on the cover," and they said Donovan Edwards is the first Michigan player to be on the cover since 2014. That's when the last fucking game was made.
Yeah, you can't say that.
So it's not like, oh, Michigan hasn't had someone on the cover in so long. Like, no, the last time there was a fucking game, you guys were the only one on the cover. And now there's a new game, and you're smack dab front center. So, like, it hadn't been that long, guys. No one else took it over you. Like, you were the last motherfucker that had it, and now you got it again. Just,
NCAA
it's been so
been
long.
known for, star player on the cover. It's always, usually it's been one guy on the cover. It hasn't been like multiple people. So like I can understand why people expected one person to be on it.
It's probably whoever signed their EA NIL deal first got to be on the cover.
It's just a sticky situation when you look at the top 3 players in college football last year that are all going to be in the NFL. So I don't think they're going to use any of them as cover athletes. You can use the national champion and go the J.J. McCarthy, Jim Harbaugh route. Doesn't make sense now because they're both in the NFL. You can go the Heisman route. He's in the NFL. You can go the Marvin Harrison Jr. route. He's in the NFL. So I feel like your top 3 candidates right there are now all in the NFL. So that's why there's a less chance of being one guy and more of multiple.
Just tell Quinn Ewers to go fuck himself and just put Manning on the cover just to spite him. Because he'll be in college football for another year or 2. So
no, I think if you want
on
to
the cover.
I think if you want to be a betting man and you want to go who has the highest odds, it's going to be Travis Hunter and Sanders.
They could have gotten away with putting Buffalo on the cover.
Travis Hunter
they could have gotten away with it.
He's right next to fucking Donovan Edwards. Travis Hunter is right there.
Gotten away with, like, if they just did like a one school type thing, they could have put like Hunter and Sanders with Dion. Like,
that's what I'm saying. If they did something like that, I
don't think anyone would have been mad because like no one's like afraid of Buffalo. No one's gonna be like, fuck you, Buffalo. Nah, I don't like that. No
one will be mad.
No one will care.
This could still happen. We don't know who the cover is.
I don't know about that, guys. We watched them get dragged.
You got to think about who has the most hype going into next year college football as an athlete. No one has more than Travis Hunter, and I think if you want to go right next to him, then you could go with Ewers, because the Ewers Manning. That's the biggest storyline here is who's going to be the star.
Well, the question is, how long is it going to take for Manning to take Ewers' job? Is the real question people are asking.
Or will he?
But we won't get there because. Exactly. Might not happen. Yeah. Maybe they got a problem. Maybe he's going to transfer. I don't know.
I agree. All right, and with that, that is the podcast. I don't know how the fuck we got this to 55 minutes today, but that's just because we're good. We're good at our jobs, people. All right. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. If you want to check us out over on the social medias, please do so at Sharps Network. You can do so over on X, on Instagram, on Twitch, and on YouTube. All of them. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. And if you're this far in, just tap the button. You're 55 minutes in. You've already listened this far. Just give a like. Just give a follow. Just hit the bell for notifications so the next time we go live this Wednesday, you get that notification. You come hang out with us. You come chat shit with us. And then we can just do this again. Keep it a cycle. Build a community. Bam. Now, if you want to check out some betting, you can go over to the Sharps betting app over on the App Store. Sharps Network. Sharps promo code Tyco01 helps you a great deal. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. I'm McDilly. Have a good one and peace.